All right, let's do the Mt Rushmore. You ready?
Sure.
All
Okay.
right, so since Hank is not 30 yet, he wrote a list that he'll give it to us after.
You're
It'll
not
be the
30?
rollback list. No.
Holy shit! You
Holy shit! Imagine all this kid's accomplished. He's still in his 20s.
Crazy. I've said it many times that I will.
What?
When Hank turns 30, it's going to be like an existential crisis for me because I've known him since he was 19, 18.
My God,
I think
19.
19. Yeah, so I've known him for his entire 20s.
Less
That's
than a year.
fucked. Yeah. All right, so you guys ready? You want to start, Biz? So
No, I don't want to start.
Things that change after you turn 30. So it could be things you suck at, just life changes, whatever. Just kind of a window.
I actually will start.
Okay.
I have one that I think you'll really enjoy.
So it's going to be a snake draft.
Did they explain to you what a snake draft is?
Yeah, he got it.
I know what a snake draft is.
Did you ever do one with Barstool Chicago?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So you
figured
got
out
it.
what a snake draft
Yeah.
was about halfway through that one. That was the learning lesson.
that was where we learned. All right, so go ahead. Let's go. First pick.
Biz.
Right away.
Your dependency on coffee after you turn the age of 30
That's
years
a
old.
fact. That's a
Good
fact.
one. I didn't have that one.
That is an absolute fact.
That's a good one.
It's
I mean,
constant.
you're thinking you're taking on more responsibilities, whether it's with work, whether it's the fact that you have a family. You know, if you have kids, you got to be cranking at least 4 or 5 cups a day, even to just get your fucking day started.
Mm-hmm.
Big Cat, I see you post about it every single
So
morning.
much coffee.
And,
Yeah.
and I know that you can really relate to this one, and I'm sorry if I stole it from you.
No, that's
but
a great one.
most people in America can agree that your dependency on coffee. And it sucks because there are a lot of consequences to it. If you stop, you get headaches.
Oh, there's days where
You need to keep drinking it.
so I have a cup like right when I wake up, but then I'll sometimes like get busy or something and forget because I usually have another cup around 10 a.m. And if I miss that one at like 2, I'm just like, what's happening to my body?
Yeah,
You're like, am I having a seizure? No, you need
you
a cup of
backhand your
coffee.
old lady.
Yeah, I'm like,
You're like, sorry, I need my coffee.
It's like, we should do that as a sketch.
You turn into Raging Bull.
Yeah.
Whoop,
Instead
your
of being
head
a
off the
drunk,
desk.
a bad drunk, you're just a bad non-coffee drinker.
Man, what's wrong with you? I need a cup of coffee.
You know that something kicks ass when there's a big movement of people that try to like tell you how to quit it, right? So now it's like a thing where people are like, I'm doing a caffeine detox.
Yeah.
I'm quitting coffee. And they quit for like 2 months and then they go back and they're like, I just had to prove to myself that I could exist without it. Turns out it sucks. Going back to it. Now I'm addicted again full time.
Yes.
Oh, why? You actually did that, or you're saying people do that?
No, some people, I would never do that.
But if,
Why
if
would you-
that's your problem that you're trying to quit, like, settle down. That's a pretty
Right.
decent problem
Right.
to have. I mean, there could be way worse things we'd be addicted to.
Have you guys ever had a scientist on to explain the like the bad things about caffeine?
No, they always release. Big Coffee does a great job marketing because, like, every 3 months, New York Times would be like, study shows that coffee drinkers live 10 years longer than everyone else. So they're doing a good job.
Yeah.
Would you guys start a coffee company with me?
Sure.
Okay.
Be ready
Let's
for
talk.
phone calls.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah,
talk.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, this isn't.
Okay.
Why? Then it could sponsor your pod. It could sponsor our podcast, and then we like, maybe one day if they fucking say,
We're really
hey,
hurting for sponsors.
Wait, so you're saying start your own company so that your company can sponsor your own podcast?
Yes, correct. That's
fucking
double dipping,
genius.
baby.
That is
genius.
Yep.
This guy's
This
smart.
guy's
Yeah,
big brain.
coffee today.
I'd like to thank my coffee company.
That's a good 1-1. All right, Whit, go ahead.
I would say just the Hangovers.
Yep.
I mean,
That's
this is like the 1-1 draft pick.
It's awful. That's why you need DHM detox.
You can't drinking. I say the drinking's the only thing in the world. The more you do, the worse you get at it. And over 30, it's like, I don't know. It for me, this list. Once we talked about this yesterday, a lot of it's actually 35 for me. Like I've noticed in the
I'd
last
agree.
4 or 5 years, it's been even bigger than 30 to 35. But overall, dude, I cannot go out if I have something to do the next day. Like
Yes.
and if I'm drinking, I have to drink from noon to 8 p.m., get my 7-8 hours, I'm fine. But, dude, if I'm up till 2 in the morning drinking, I'm actually done for like 2 to 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, you know what it is? And you're right about the 30-35 thing. I think 30 is when these things start to creep in. 35 is when they hit like
And I got married when I was 35, so that really...
I got my first hangover when I was 31.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is
this?
What's this feeling?
So I remember I was just out of college. I was 22. We'd go out every Friday, Saturday night. Say we'd train during the week, right? All the guys playing pro. We'd rip it up every Friday, Saturday night. I'm talking till 3, 4 in the morning. Saturday starts, right back at it. Every Sunday morning, I would play softball in Scituate, my hometown. I'd go down and play softball. It was a 9 a.m. start. And I'm like, I can't even fucking move my body. I was out 2 straight nights, and then I'd play softball at 9 a.m. I wasn't even. I felt great.
Yes, dude.
So,
and like bachelor parties, it's now 3 days because it's like Monday you're terrible, Tuesday it creeps in, and then Wednesday you're not hungover. You just don't feel right. Yep. And you're like, I'm not normal.
I can't tell you the last time I went on a bachelor party. Maybe 3-4 years ago.
I go on golf trips, which I guess turn in basically to like bachelor parties. And then you come home and you need a vacation from the vacation. But I'm sorry to go long-winded, but drinking and hangovers after 30,
it's
the
easy.
biggest
That's
thing.
why you need DHM detox. No days wasted.
It's a good
$20 promo code.
And the delayed onset hangover is brutal.
The worst.
It's so bad. I'll be fine. Like
weed can help that a little.
Yeah.
Like weed's kind of created, I think, to just like a little puff if you're hungover might help you, but then you're just like on another planet from that too.
Mm-hmm.
So
But you're absolutely right. Like a great life hack once you turn 35 especially is just go out and day drink.
Just day drink.
Just day drink. And then go back home, have a giant meal on your couch, and then fall
pass
asleep.
out on the couch.
Pass out on the couch, wake up, get like 10 hours of sleep, and then you're at least manageable the next day.
The rule I always go is getting drunk is still fun, but once you're drunk, it's time to go home. You know what I mean? Like the beers 1 through 7 are so much fun, and then when you're like, oh wait, I'm drunk, I'm out.
If I know I'm drunk, it's the biggest Irish exit you've ever seen.
Out. All right, I'll go with another one that I think is high on the list and similar to hangovers. Heartburn after when you get older, like. It's just
this last night.
It sucks so bad to have to actually think about these things where it's like, oh, I shouldn't eat these wings at fucking 9 p.m. tonight because I'll be puking in my mouth at 4 a.m. We remember when we were in Vegas probably 4 years ago, and Hank had his first ever heartburn, and he explained it to us, and we're like, yep. buddy.
The puke comes up.
Yep.
Yep.
And it's like it just hurts, and you just feel like shit. Like having to actually think like, ooh, I shouldn't eat this late at night, or this is gonna like if I have a beer and a wing, like it's gonna fuck me up. So that's the worst.
I carry around Tums now. Like it's my wallet.
Yeah. So I recently made the upgrade from doing Tums and keeping Tums on me to now I take the 1-a-day pills, which is like supposed to be
get ahead of it.
You get ahead of it. Yeah. It's like, okay, this is just a problem I'm going to have to deal with. So for the rest of my life, I'm going to just take like a morning pill, and then I'll be moderately. I still take the Tums. I double dip on that, but it helps. So that's a big switch in your life when you realize you just accept the fact like my stomach's going to suck.
Yeah, like
until I die.
Yeah, and I think about like when you're 21 in college, you're like, oh, I'm going to eat Taco Bell at 2 a.m. If I did that now,
Dead.
like I actually might die. I might be like fucking.
I think
Jimi Hendrix, choking on my own puke.
You just have to really change up your diet as you get older. You don't even really need to exercise that much. It's more about the diet.
It is true.
If I have Italian with red wine and then chocolate after, those 3 right there.
That's a bomb.
Those 3 right there. You're waking up at 2 a.m. with a rush of puke through your
like a Siamese cat
and you
shit in your mouth.
That's a heart bomb. All right,
red sauce and wine or barbecue and whiskey.
Yeah.
Either one of those two combos.
Yes. All right, you got 2 picks, PFT.
All right, this is tough because a lot of mine are off the board right now.
Yeah, I knew heartburn was on there.
I had digestion.
Okay.
Is that the same as heartburn?
Yes.
Yeah, where it's just sitting in your
Mine was
stomach.
also about my asshole too. It's like taking too many shits. But I'm not going to say that.
You can do bowel movements because that's pissing too. Changes.
I'm going to say making new friends.
That's a great one.
Yep.
That's a great one.
When you're 30, you usually have your set group of friends.
I'm all set. I don't need any more friends.
You don't need more friends.
Trim the fat, actually.
You trim the fat. Everybody, get less friends, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, it's hard to keep friends.
But when you meet new friends after the age of 30, it's usually built around an event that's taking place in your life and not necessarily because you have something in common with them.
Yes.
It's like, oh, this person works in the same office as I do and I don't hate him.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we're friends. Oh, this person plays fantasy football. Yeah, I'll talk to them. I guess they're my friend. But it's not the same level of closeness because I think what really makes you close with a friend is getting into trouble together with that friend.
Yeah.
That's what forms that bond.
Well, and doing fun stuff. When you get over 30, you don't do that much
like
fun
sitting
stuff.
the funnest times that you can remember with your friends is not even like going out. It's like waking up the next day and like all being in a house together and like, busting each other's balls. Like you don't get that anymore.
No, you don't because the kids got baseball.
Yeah,
and then you got to get the dry clean.
Right.
And it's over.
Good pick.
Good pick. Big cat. You're no.
No, you don't know the snake.
Snake.
You don't know the snake,
All right,
Whitney.
PFT, you're up again.
Oh, yeah.
I'm up
shit.
again. So for my next one, I'm going to go just sleep. Just sleeping.
Yeah.
Sleeping is tougher.
Yep.
Once you hit 30, it's harder to fall asleep. It's harder to stay asleep. When you wake up in the morning, you don't feel like you've slept the full night. It's not the same. It hits different after you're 30.
I would do anything to sleep in.
To be able to sleep in.
I'd kill a small animal. I wouldn't do that. I shouldn't have said that. But I want to just set an alarm again. I don't need to set an alarm.
How small of an animal?
Chipmunk? I'd kill a chipmunk.
Yeah, like a little bird.
Yeah.
Like I'm just telling you, I don't need if I need to be up for a flight or something at 5 a.m, yeah, you need the alarm. But at 6 a.m, my eyes open no matter what.
Yep.
And it kills me.
Yep. It's impossible to sleep in. All right. I got next pick. I'm gonna say that when you get past your 30s, something that really sucks is all the athletes you're watching are younger than you and being like you start calling athletes kid and like shit like that where you're like, oh, okay, like Luka Doncic is like 13 years younger than me. Like that shit just like kind of fucks you up where you're like, what am I doing? I'm watching like, because you grow up and you have athletes that are older than you and they're like, oh yeah, that's my hero, and then you get to a point where you're like, fuck, I'm older than everyone in this league.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
I don't think you can have a hero that's younger than you.
Yeah, right.
That's always tough to do.
It's like thinking about like watching college like basketball and it's like I'm rooting for a 19-year-old. I'm double his age.
When Zion got into the league and people on TV were like, this fat ass needs to watch his diet. It's like, dude, you're just like on television, like really, really caring about the body size of an 18-year-old.
Yeah, right. It's just
weird.
It fucks with your head, and it's just like you have moments. You still root hard, but like you also have moments where you like step back and you're like, whoa, what am I doing?
Yeah, am I gonna get hit with a restraining order?
Yeah, like what's happening?
You know what's
My
tough
body shaming?
is when the first person who's younger than you retires from sports.
Yeah, you're like, what?
And no, don't do that. Yeah.
Wait,
I
you
still
saw
think
years.
the college guys are my age. I'm like, oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Dude, when you see the NFL draft, the quarterback that goes 1-1, you're like, that guy's older than me.
And if he saw us, he'd be like, hey, sir, Mr. Whitney. I'm like, what the
You're like,
fuck? Dude, we're the same age, bro.
Yeah. All right,
my God.
your pick, Whit.
Okay, mine would be, and this has been a big problem for me, just waking up and something's injured.
Yep.
The injuries from sleep, and like I wake up and I'm like,
Sleep
oh my God, I
injuries.
can't move my neck. What the fuck happened? Oh, you went to bed. Like, oh really? This is what happens now? Like I wake up, my foot, I can't walk really correctly. Like you have these injuries that happen from nothing. Whether it's, I guess, sleep, what I meant. Also, like you can sneeze and like Sammy Sosa style, throw it your back. Like that's after 30. That doesn't happen in your 20s. So random injuries basically that come from nowhere.
It happened to me the other day. I woke up, my entire left arm completely not there.
Yeah, like, what happened?
I'm talking like not even pins and needles. I mean, like there was nothing going on nerve-wise in my entire arm. And then I do some research about it. I either slept on it really wrong, or I've got like some injury that I'm just going to have to wake up with a dead arm once a month.
And you'll never do a thing about it either.
And it's also like just like I was at a wedding a couple weekends ago and I woke up and I was like, my ankle hurt. And I was like, why is my ankle hurt? And my friends were like, dude, you were so fucked up. You were just Euro stepping people in the middle of the street at like 2 a.m. It's like, why did I like that?
Why was I doing
Why
that?
was I doing that? Like, of course I'm injured from that.
I was going to a golf. I was going to play golf. This was 2 years ago, and I got to the road where I'm on the road, and then I got to merge onto a road left, and all I did was just go like this. But
Your neck?
the slowest turn to the left, and I couldn't even go play. I was like, I gotta go to the hospital. Like I just turned left.
Another one is picking up your kids.
Oh,
like
yeah,
if you
you're
pick up
done,
your
you're
kid, like
done.
I'll hurt myself once a week just picking up my kids with a weird angle.
You should hire a guy to pick up.
Hand me my kids.
Well, no, you can go in and lean in for the kisses, but he has to continually hold the kids.
Yes. All right, your pick. 2.
I was just gonna say overall, like grooming and maintenance, and the fact that you start having hair coming out of weird spots.
Oh yeah,
Good
nose
one.
and ear hair. Yeah.
The ear. I get these long ass eyebrows, eyebrow lashes.
Oh, dude, same. Yeah, it's bad.
They're like this.
Nose hairs.
Hey, well, nose hairs, and not only that, but you got nose.
Yeah, you're really on me. I have a couple hairs on
He
top
has
of my
hairs
nose.
growing on top of it. Go look at his
Oh
nose.
man, that's whiskey.
like growing out
that
of
might be
the
the
bridge of
beginning
your
of
nose?
whiskey nose
Yeah.
too.
Ooh.
Can we please post like a video or a picture of the
gonna
hair
go
that's
shave
growing
my
on
nose.
top, on the point of his nose?
Dude, what do you want me to do?
I think you should start getting it waxed. Eyebrow combo.
No, I'm
He's got a
done
Mach
with that.
3
The unibrow.
I'm done with it.
Do you guys pluck your unibrow?
No, I've never had to deal with that.
No, so I'll
fortunately.
sit
I pluck my unibrow. I shave my unibrow. I do it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you do for one. I would be next to my wife on the couch, and she gets up all of a sudden, comes back with tweezers, and is just pulling ear
And
hairs.
then your eyes are watering. You're like, ah!
She's like getting all these. She's like, these ear hairs are disgusting. I'm like, what? I didn't even know I had those.
Yeah,
So, Biz, that's a
stop.
great pick.
Yeah.
Great.
All right, Biz.
I think this is the obvious one. Sex drive.
Okay.
After the age of
You don't want to hump.
I'm not gonna. I feel like just wearing like New Balances, kind of like all the stereotypes you see online about becoming a dad, like the big white ones, the high white socks, kind of how I look like today.
Yep.
And just, I don't know. I just like, I'd rather just fucking not do it.
Sometimes you have to remind yourself, like, if I was 18 years old and I knew I could get laid and I knew that 30-year-old me would not take that opportunity, then you get mad at yourself. And then you're like, no, I got to take advantage. So you have to, like, almost trick yourself into wanting it more.
Yeah.
After you turn 30.
Yeah.
Or get testosterone shots.
Yeah. Stu Feiner. Every
C
2
bombs.
weeks.
Does he really?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Dude.
Is that why he's...
We know when we tape Barstool Sports Advisors if it's a testosterone week or not.
Because he's screaming. He's just like so horny.
Sean, have you ever
Fuck
heard of his
everyone.
rule?
Yeah.
The 15, 15,
Yes,
30?
we have heard of his rule.
I still haven't. I still haven't recovered from throwing up after I saw him describe.
That wasn't the heartburn?
Yeah. He does Barstool Sports Advisors with his kids in the room most of the time. His sons will be sitting there and he'll be talking about eating their mom's ass. Yeah. Okay, Whit, you're up.
While he's close talking to you with a hair in his teeth.
Kind of a tough one to explain, but I cannot for the life of me get around and this is kind of a post-35 one, maybe a post-kids one, having to make plans so far in advance.
Yes.
It fucking kills me. Hey, you want to play golf September 10th? I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? I'm like, call me September 8th. Like, But everyone I know, all my friends that are way more organized than me with families, it's like they have every weekend planned out for the next 4 months.
Yes.
And I can't do it. And it's like actually creating stress in my life because like if I just did it, but I'm like, that's like me holding on to being young. But anyone listening, you'll have a point when you need to plan out everything and it sucks.
Do you have the big calendar?
We got the shared calendar.
Dude, when the big calendar shows up at your house,
I don't
this
have
might
the
be
big
relatable
calendar
just
yet.
to dads, but when the big calendar shows up to your house, it's a torture chamber.
But the only good thing about
shit gets put on that, like he said, like in 2023. It's like basically like you know when like Alabama announces they're playing Texas in 2030. That shit goes on the calendar.
Yeah, we have his 6th grade graduation in 9 years.
Crazy, dude.
So I do think about the big calendar though. Married guys will know. The good thing is if you get something on the big calendar, you get it.
It stays.
You get it.
It's in
so
pen,
it's like
not
I
pencil.
put that in the big calendar.
That's a fact.
Whit gets the calendar and he just puts golf every day.
But that's the thing is like you can use the big calendar to your advantage too.
Yes.
Because if it's on there, they have to respect what you've put on. You're actually doing a good job as a husband and a father by planning that out that far in advance.
But basically, so I mean planning your life out in advance. I hate that, and that's an over 30 thing.
Yes.
What about Thanksgiving? How early do you make Thanksgiving plans? Because I made my last ones.
We do the same thing every year.
I made my last ones in January, and that was tough.
Yeah.
When I had to decide, like, and then I started looking at flights, and Expedia's like, "Sir, you can't book a flight this far in advance."
Oh yeah, I'm
That's
always.
when you know you're old.
Yeah,
That's an old.
Yeah. That's the big calendar haunts me. All right, this one I'll have to explain a little too. Once you get to 30 and then like 35, you're supposed to like nice things, and it's like you're supposed to like wine, really nice wine, and like nice clothes, and like you're supposed to like these things. But there's part of you that's like, I just want a fucking Coors Light. Like
I'm still a piece of shit.
Yeah, right. Like I'm still a scumbag. Like you're not supposed. Like you can't stay in bad hotels. Like there's supposed to be like things that you do that are nicer, and your friends like nice things.
I appreciate you admitting Coors Light's bad.
Coors Light is the
you
best.
shut the fuck up.
It is the best.
I'm a Coors Light guy.
You're suspended.
I'm a
Biz.
Coors
Do you know
Light
what I
guy.
mean?
Sussy.
Though?
See you later.
Sussy. Do you know what
Get
I mean?
outta
Though
here.
you're
See you
supposed
fucking
to
later.
like be an adult with some of your tastes, and you're like, wait, I don't.
Yeah, I
like
don't
I
like
like
it.
a cheeseburger. I don't need to get like the tuna tartare and shit. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
Like ordering a cheeseburger at a nice steak restaurant or a nice restaurant, you look like a scumbag. It's like I want the cheeseburger.
A girlfriend or a wife wants to try this new restaurant. You look at the menu, like there's not one thing I want at that restaurant.
Yes.
I want to go to the sports bar.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
get like mini fucking corn dogs and a big pretzel and just watch some games.
Yeah,
think
I booked us this non-alcoholic vegan restaurant, sweetie. It's just like,
Yeah, right.
I should have saw it on the fucking calendar.
Dude, you have to you can't if I was just by myself, no kids, no family or anything, I'd just be a scumbag still. You know what I mean? Like I'd stay at shitty hotels, I wouldn't care, like all that stuff. But you gotta like nice things when you grow up.
The Heartburn's making a lot more sense now that you keep talking.
Heartburn was a great pick.
Yeah.
What do you
all
got?
right, get to your last two.
Suicide's not funny, but it would be very funny if Biz actually killed himself because he had to go to a vegan restaurant.
Or
Like,
put
it's like,
something in a calendar.
Not worth it. Not worth
I
it.
don't mind vegan food, actually.
So my next one, I'm gonna go.
You got two. We got to
clock?
rush two because they got
there
an
a shot
interview.
clock?
Okay, I'm gonna go with finding and caring about new music. You
Good
stop.
one.
You stop-
Great one.
You start.
I'm struggling with this big time.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when was the last time you found like a new
Dude,
band?
well, music
gotta
sucks
find-
now. I'm trying to find old music
Yeah.
now.
Me too.
It's crazy.
Me
I'm
too.
like, my Spotify is just all songs from the 70s and 80s.
Yeah,
I'm like,
mine, like the latest I go, I think I stopped really appreciating brand new music. I think the year was like 2011.
It's all junk now.
Anything past 2011, it's like, yeah, I'll listen to it occasionally and I'll recognize the song, but then I'm like, no, play me some from the 90s. Like, go back.
I love that pick. That's a good one.
The key is finding a few friends that are DJs or have great Spotify lists and just have them have them send you over the lists and you just kind of go through it and listen. And it's kind of fun because it's random and you don't have to do any other work to find it.
It's kind of like the same thing of talking about an 18-year-old that's coming to the NBA, though. Like, I'd feel weird going to a concert of people that were all like 21 years old. Feel like a real creep out there.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
one. That's a very good one.
My last one, I'm gonna go just dressing. Just dressing yourself in general. This might be more personal to me because I have like what I call accidental 6-year-old days, where I get into the office and I look at myself in the mirror for the first time. I'm like, I'm fucking dressed like a 6-year-old again.
Yeah.
And it looks weirder as you get older. So maybe it's just like me not updating my dress style. What's that, Hank? What's that fucking smirk?
No,
on
it's
your
like-
face?
it's like-
no. Hank has a smirk. What is it?
I mean,
What's
like,
on
he
your- what's on
looks
your mind?
great right now. He looks like a 6-year-old
No,
himself.
you were explaining it well.
Yeah.
But I don't. It's not like that changed when you got over 30.
But it looks worse on me now that I'm older.
No, now when people
Yeah.
find out your age, like, that's how you're dressed? Like,
Exactly.
if you were
Yeah.
27, at least maybe that's cool.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like a personal thing. It's like not updating your dressing style whatsoever to appear like
Hey.
an adult.
Hey,
Yeah.
I feel you, buddy.
Yeah, you look,
yeah.
that's a Rudy
There's
outfit.
definitely
that's Rudy Junda. He would wear
Yeah.
that exact outfit that you're wearing right now.
Yeah.
He'd look much better in it.
All
I'm
right.
envious of your dress style. Like I wish I could dress the way you do.
Or who are you talking to about
You.
that?
Yeah.
Me? You
Like
wish
a
you
not
could dress
feel-
like,
like
me?
a child.
He
Like
meant to
fashion
say-
icon.
exclusively
he meant to
wearing
say not
free
feel
clothes.
shame.
And not have your
Yeah.
wife
There's going to be
leave you.
paparazzi
Yeah.
following you around now.
He
You're
wishes
gonna
he
be
could
taking your-
not feel shame.
You wish that you could like wear
Like I don't think
Jinkos.
you've spent money on clothes since I've met you.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
I know,
Wait,
and
wait,
I'm
game-
envious of that.
A game I like to play is what did I buy that I'm wearing? I think I bought these socks.
There we go. Huge.
I always buy. That's my treat for myself once
Nice
a year.
new socks.
Yes.
I buy new
Stocking
socks.
stuffer
Yes.
All right, my last pick.
with the gold coins.
It's
the
good.
chocolate gold coins.
My last pick is gonna be. I watch everything in subtitles now, and
Yup.
I also like have found my. So this is like a combo of like just sound. It happened actually the first time we went to Army Navy last year, and we had like a Barstool Sportsbook event. And I had to ask the DJ to turn the music down a little bit because I
Yeah.
couldn't hear people talk. Because like I was trying to have a conversation, I was like, this is just too loud. So just the sound and like subtitles, like all that shit changes, and you're like, yeah, this music, like having to actually say, can you turn that down a little, is such a demoralizing moment. But you have to like do it because you can't hear anything, and it's bothering you how loud it is. So that sucks.
You know what the worst is? Loud bars.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
fucking hate loud
Yeah.
bars.
Yeah.
And it's I think I've always like I've never really loved being in a loud bar, but it's such a bigger inconvenience now that I'm older. And I know that I'm not a loud talker anyway. So
Like
if
you're
I,
not stepping foot inside a club.
if I no, fuck no. I went into a club like a month ago, Hank, right? Went to a club a month ago. I was like, what do I do now?
Oh,
Like I just I
Put
stand,
your earplugs in,
I stand next to this couch.
yeah,
and
and like
that's it?
wait for the bottle
and then you
service
pay
girl.
10 grand to stand there for the real estate.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm gonna hang out by this very nice looking couch for
Yes.
an hour.
Can't even
Yeah.
talk to anyone.
Yes.
Can't do it.
Awful.
But you do get the sparklers.
It's true.
Yes. All right, Whit, your last one.
This is tough when you come to the end. I would say like patience in lines, if that kind of makes sense. Like when I'm standing around now, I don't
Yup.
know. Like when I was younger, I don't know. I just kind of like waited there. Now if I'm at like Starbucks or something, it's taking forever. I just notice I'm way more maybe it's having kids. You just lose your patience.
Yep.
And I feel like you get it back like maybe 50s and 60s.
When you got nothing to do.
As of right now, like my patience level is horrific.
I'll skip if I see a line, I'll just be like, nope, we're not going there.
Yeah, it's like it's
Yeah.
like I am always somewhat in a rush, I feel like, and it drives me crazy.
Yep.
You know what the worst line is? If you've already received whatever service that you're paying for, and then you have to wait in line to pay for it.
Yep.
It's like I've already got it,
I'm leaving.
and
I'm not paying for
but
it.
now I have to wait in line to give you my money.
Let me just hand you some money.
Yeah.
And just I won't take
Let
change.
me wait to pay.
I mean, you guys kind of collectively took my last one, which is going to be your irritability goes up.
I think that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
In general.
So,
yeah.
so now I got to think of a new
no, I
one
mean
on
you
this.
could do that one if you can think of other. Patience is different.
I would say that my early days, like, in your 20s, you always want to be around your buddies and you're okay. We talked about the friend things as well, like where I really, really like you I guess you enjoy your alone time.
Yeah.
So therefore you aren't as irritable. But
Yeah.
I guess that wouldn't be something that you hate when you turn 30, right? So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking care of your body maybe a little is an extra one. Like
that's
just like you're like
losing weight.
Yeah, it's like impossible.
That's
You're like, I'm
actually
gonna go
a
to the
great one,
gym.
yeah.
No, you're not.
Yeah. Yeah, like just trying. Yeah, just being like, oh well, I could put together a few good days in a row, but like
Nope.
it's not gonna stay.
There's
I
a
mean, I
game
struggle
on
with
tonight.
it.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
drink.
Yeah, losing weight. How did I not do that one? I can't lose weight. I was on the elevator with Alex Bennett today, and she was like, "Oh, you've been playing basketball. Like, are you trying to get in summer season?" And I was like, "No, listen. There's only 2 seasons in my life now. It's football season when I gain 20 pounds, and then off season when I lose 10." So I'm just going 2 steps back, 1 step forward until I fall backwards off a cliff.
So in the 2035 season, you're gonna be 4'10".
Yes. It's just like that's pretty much how it always works. All right.
For me, I think that there's a limit to my body. I think once I hit 200, I think then it's all over. If I'm below 200,
What are you at now?
I can always I don't probably like 175.
So if you hit 200,
177.
it's basically
I came so close last summer after we did Grit Week, and we went to that wing place, Wing Nuts.
Yep.
And I fucking absolutely destroyed these wings there. I got home, I weighed myself. I think I was 195 pounds. And I know that once I hit 200, it's never going below 200. It's just going to be I'm
Yep.
just like throwing up my hands and being like, okay, I'm going to be fat from now on.
That was my 220. Once I hit 220, it was 240 the next day, and it was like you're never going
I
back.
think everyone has that number in their mind,
Yeah.
though, that when they see it, it's like, okay, this is over.
Yep.
We have an interview right now.
Yeah,
with
let's go. Yeah.
Bernie Nichols.
Yeah. So what we'll do is wrap up. This was awesome. Thank you guys. We love you guys.
Love you guys.
Who won?
We'll put it to a vote on Monday, and then we'll have
did,
Hank.
Biz.
We'll have Hank
You got
say.
it, Biz.
Good job,
We'll have
Biz.
Hank say his list after during the show on Monday. So Hank's got his list from the Mount Rushmore. Great Mount Rushmore, by the way. Keep sending us Mount Rushmore ideas. We have a couple guests coming up that we're gonna do Mount Rushmore with, including Kate, our favorite Marine. We're going to do the Mount Rushmore of America on Wednesday. Get excited for that. And Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez coming on Wednesday. I know people have wanted that. So apologies for the delay.
I had packed bars.
Yep. That's actually a very, very good one that we should have said, because there's definitely a point that you reach where it's like standing for long periods of time and getting bumped into, your tolerance for it just diminishes to 0.
Yeah, I remember when that moment clicked for me. You guys probably had a similar experience at some point, but on New Year's Eve one year, and I had to pay like $100 or whatever to get a ticket, and then you have to wait in line about 40 minutes to get each drink. At that point, I was like, okay, I'm done with crowded bars.
Yep.
Give me a hole in the wall where I can sit at the bar, talk to the bartender. That's perfect.
It's actually one of my, I think when we did the Mount Rushmore, like hidden skills, I think one of mine was always finding a table or seats, because I just lock in, because it's basically life or death. When I walk into a busy restaurant or bar, it's life or death. If I can't find a seat within the first 10 minutes, I'm dead. I'm a dead person.
Popping the top.
Yeah, well, that's just a weight joke.
Are you talking about tarps off for the boys?
Are you talking?
Yeah.
Are you talking about
Or
physically
convertibles.
getting your Jeep?
No, I'm talking about taking your shirt off.
Yeah.
Like, even if, I feel like some people stay in shape after 30, but I feel like a lot of people are in shape when they're younger.
Never
As
trust
they
a
get
guy.
older.
Never trust a guy over 30 with a 6-pack.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like that.
So when's yours coming?
Summer. I'm still 29.
This is the last summer you can have one without being weird.
Right.
Also, I think that it gets cool again to take your shirt off over the age of 40.
Well, that's when you start doing, testosterone and HGH, and everyone's like, "Well, we see what's going on here."
Yeah, or if you just get fat, then it's cool over the age of 40.
I like it that we now know, like, every guy who's super ripped over the age of 50, it's like, "Yep,
Cheater."
And then my last two are kind of the same, or I guess similar, but keeping up with the lingo and talking to people.
Whoa. That's cap.
No, it's for real. On God.
And just talking to people significantly younger than you and realizing you're old.
Yeah.
Like you think you're talking to someone that's like might be your age or whatever, and then they're like, I'm 21. And you're just like,
I had that moment today when I was at Pride Parade. Did I mention I went and did Pride Parade? Ally? No big deal. But in the office, it was like all 23-year-olds, and I was in the mix, and I had nothing to talk about. Like nothing. Because everyone's talking about the weekend and everything, and I was just like, I don't know what to do. But so yeah, you're absolutely right. Those moments really suck.
It's also when you see like a player that gets drafted and their birthday is like 2003.
Yeah,
that was on.
Is when they were born.
That was on.
That was on your list.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah. Well, I can't believe we didn't do losing weight. That was very stupid. That was a big miss.
Yeah, it does.
Huge
Yeah,
miss.
it gets more difficult for sure.
It's absolutely more difficult. Where it's like, oh yeah, my metabolism. I can't just be like, oh, I'm going to eat a salad for 4 days in a row and lose 10 pounds. Mm-hmm. That doesn't happen anymore.
Getting up.
Standing up.
Standing up, yeah. Standing up is a tough one.
Standing up, getting up from seats.
Just changing positions.
Yeah.
Moving your body from like either laying down to sitting up to standing up, or standing up to sitting down.
Yeah.
All very difficult to do.
I have to like constantly be getting up at home with kids, and that's probably the hardest part of life now, is constantly getting up.
That first,
because
move in
when
the
you
morning
like get
is tough.
home and you sit down, and you're like, I'm gonna sit down for an hour. Mm-hmm. Like I'm just gonna sit. This is gonna be nice. After long hard day in the blogging mines. Now, no sitting for me.
Nope.
I'm always on the go.
Sometimes you walk in and you stare at the couch and if you sit down, it's over.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like you're not getting up.
My son makes
I feel like
me
that's
sit
an
on
any
the
age
floor to play with him, and I'm just like, dude, why can't I just sit on the couch? Sacrifices I make. What are you gonna do?
Your bowels get bad.
Yeah, your bowels
for a
get
lot
bad.
of us.
Yeah, that's
I was
true.
gonna say I eat 4 salads in a row, and look what happens to me.
I think you eat too many salads.
Yeah,
I think
you
that's
do.
your problem.
Your body
your
has
body's
gotten
rebelling.
weak.
Since
Yeah, your
Thursday,
body's
since
weak.
Friday.
No, your body's weak.
You got to start putting some real like dog shit meals in there.
Yeah,
Then I'll
to
get
keep it
fat
strong.
again.
no, you wouldn't get fat. Come on.
Cake Marsh.
Yeah.
No, they said it was cake because everyone loved him like cake.
Yep.
That's
That
why
everyone
they
loves
called
Jake
him
and everyone
that.
loves cake.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's why they called him that. Not because he was fat. Don't say that, Hank.
We'll take their word for it. I'll ask some of them. I'll repoll them.
Okay.